Good morning, everybody. Welcome back and welcome to my video about introduction to the Slav Defense. As many of you know, the Slav Defense is a great opening for black against the Queen's Gambit, and we are going to cover its introduction in this video. Okay, so the Slav Defense is a really good opening against white for black, which is c6. Here I probably discussed this in my last video. I did discuss in my last video. If you did watch it, yes, I discussed that for against Queen's Gambit there are three main ways: takes, e6, and c6. So the Slav defense is d4, d5, c4, and of course c6. Yeah, it's the signature move of the Slav. One of the main ideas of the Slav is to put black's light squared bishop to f5 or g4, so either here or here. So basically, if my knight goes here, he has the idea to put his bishop here, but not right now. It's a good move still, but not right now. See, because normally in the Queen's Gambit decline, he can't move his bishop anywhere, but so in Slav, he actually has a reason to move it there. Okay, so there are many different types of Slav defenses. I'm not going to cover all of them, but I will cover three of the main ones. And the main one, to be honest, is the exchange Slav, which after c6 it can be transposed into the exchange Slav after takes, knight f3. That is an exchange variation of the Slav. But the exchange variation of the Slav doesn't necessarily have to, be taken before, like in so early as in the third move. You don't have to take it so early. You could play knight f3. I'm sorry, knight c3, knight f6, and now you can take it till the exchange Slav. This is a very nice position, to be honest. It can be very drawish, and it can also be very attacking. But it's to be honest, it's kind of a weird position. I can give you an example, which is knight c3, knight f6, bishop f4, bishop f5, e6. Well, we can now take. Sorry, instead of e6, we can take now. Takes, knight f6, e6, knight f6, knight f3. Now this is a symmetrical version of the Slav defense. Now a really good move for black is e6. Now developing the bishop. Now to get an advantage for white, you can play queen b3, attacks the pawn. He can play bishop b4. We can play bishop b5. Can go queen a5, and this is actually very nice position, to be honest. It's pretty good. You can castle, and this is actually staple of the Slav defense. I really like it. Rook ac1 can go there, or maybe go for some knight e5 ideas later. Maybe take h3. It's good for white, and it's also really good for black. They can go h6, rook fc8, and some 95 ideas. Some 94 ideas. And it's a pretty good opening for white and black. It's a big drawn one. It can also be attacking. So I do recommend the exchange Slav to many. Okay, so let's track back to d4, d5, c4, and c6. So let's talk about the semi-Slav. The semi-Slav is a more solid but also a more aggressive version of the Slav. It's very aggressive, it's very tactical, and I'll show it to you. So after c6, you can play knight f3, knight f6, knight c3, knight f6, knight f3, and this is the semi-Slav defense. It mainly moves on this pawn break over here, b5. Also c5, it also works with b3, c5. It goes like bishop f4 or bishop d5. They can go take c4, sure, but yeah, it's still a really good opening for white and for black. And if white doesn't play correctly, white is gonna get destroyed by you if you know the theory. but I do not know if I can or am allowed to recommend the semi-Slav because the semi-Slav is not an opening that I've played a lot. So I can say that this is a very good opening. Okay, that's over for the semi-Slav. We can go back to the Slav, and now let's talk about this Chebanenko Slav. So the Chebanenko Slav goes like this: knight g3, knight f6, knight f3, sorry, knight f6, knight c3, knight f6, okay, and now a6. This is called the chameleon variation, also known as the Chebanenko variation. This mainly goes for b5 here, but it's not the best variation, but it's also kind of a weird variation because it also looks like a normal Slav. The Chebanenko is pretty unpopular because it really does not allow you to go here, and also prepare b5, and a good move here is either c5 or e6. These are really good moves in this position, and this is actually a pretty nice one for black. I think it's more niche than nice, and yeah, it's a pretty good one. I do recommend the Chevanenko Slav for anyone who wants to try it. That's probably all I have to say for this video. That's all I have to say about the Slav defense for this video. This was a brief overview of the opening. I hope the video helped you find an opening you like. Thank you everyone. Bye. See you in the next video.